coming through deep.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, packed it from the south, moved it to the west. Iced the logo on the cross, threw it on my neck. Yeah, when I rep the set, gotta stay blessed. Yeah.
Amen. Amen. People trying to say I'm on the enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams have made it clear they want to get back to 500 in today's game. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carry for LeGarrette Blount. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Blount. Fighting him off, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Fitzgerald's got it right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And now running right through it. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. That good for 19 and a 1st down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it here with Blount. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ready.
Second down, Winston. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, Bridgewater. A strong running. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. A side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And that's the first connection, the #1 overall pick in 2015, finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a second and long to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Fighting through, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Linval Joseph in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Oh, good move. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Following the interception, Winston. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now blown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Hey.
Handoff comes to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Remain in a scoreless first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Coney Ely. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go.
Second down, Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. First down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
A second down throw for Winston. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Jameis now on first down. Flushed out right. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Jameis again. He's got Evans. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10, Winston. Flush to his right. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Winston again. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C., and the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Latavius Murray, touchdown, Vikings! Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a carry for Blount. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Goes underneath to Martin. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to the ground, Martin. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. the gun. Bridgewater. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Let's go. 180.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go. 190. 190. 114.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. Is complete.
Yo, what's up, fam?
Good, bro. Hey, so Tony's winning 49 right now. 7 minutes left in third. I bet you he's not going to shoot clock at all. And then wonder why he got suspended.
Who's he playing, the computer?
He's playing Nick.
Playing Nick?
Yeah.
And he's... Oh, my gosh. This nigga... Does he not learn?
Hey, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to just see how many more points he scores.
I think he's starting to do this shit on purpose, though. I don't know. Who is Tampa Bay in field meet?
I don't even know.
I'm beating him 24-3 now, right now. Trying to win this division over here, baby.
Hey, man, you ready for Thanksgiving?
Huh?
You ready for Thanksgiving?
Man, I'll be at work. Fuck Thanksgiving.
Damn.
What are you working, my nigga? How you working on Thanksgiving?
Well, why do a lot of police officers work during holidays, Mark? Because there's still niggas out here that's committing crime.
Yo, but like, don't you have like dibs because you're a veteran or some shit?
Hell no.
But you get paid like double or some shit, right?
I get holiday pay.
So is that double or time and a half?
Time and a half.
So what time you working from? 12 to 8? Or you in the morning?
Yeah, 12 to 8.
I guess just me and Shorty eating all the food.
Yeah, I know it, right? Fuck. Fuck with me, nigga.
Hold that, nigga.
You get here when? Thursday?
I think I might get there Thursday, man. Thursday or Friday. Thursday or Friday. Which day should I come? Which day is better?
Jeremy coming Friday. So,
Oh,
Tomorrow
is it
Friday?
Friday Thanksgiving? Oh,
Alright.
never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
see, you gonna start that shit again.
Okay.
Look at that shit. Oh, they gave him that. Come on, Trey Waynes. You gonna jump up there. You gotta take that shit.
So, what's your schedule like for the weekend then?
Say what?
What's your schedule like for the weekend?
I don't work on weekends, Mark.
Oh, so you Gucci. Okay.
So I'm taking it. AB went off tonight.
Yep.
Give me that shit, nigga.
Alright, so Tannehill is 13 for 18. Let's see what the rushing yards like.
Ain't he supposed to have somebody suspended this game, or was that last week?
That was probably last week.
Man, I seen whatchamacallit in there complaining about that suspension, and it wasn't even him. I just left.
Yeah, man. Dave.
Yeah.
No, yo, why are we doing this right now? Like,
I couldn't figure that shit out either.
Want to be a lawyer like JR be doing, man.
I was trying to figure the same shit out. I was like, bro, this shit been in place for the longest amount of time. Niggas is just trying to say shit about it now.
It's only him. It's only him saying, "Oh, play selections." I'm like, son, we're not done.
Yeah, especially for I don't really know what the nigga up all these points he's still throwing. I don't know what Jeremy game was like, but you clearly could see that JT was kind of trying to make that guy play the week. Like even myself, I had to switch up my running back and put my backup in. My main running back only got 1 touchdown. His guy has 4 touchdowns and 250 plus yards.
Yeah, that was cool.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
I seen that shit and I had got a call out like, thank God, oh my God, because I'm about to go ahead and I'm be going off. These niggas act like they fucking retarded. And of course, Mark throwing the gasoline on the fire.
I didn't do nothing.
Yes, the hell you did, you lying ass. Yo, when did this become a rule, fam? I didn't see this either.
Yo, I did it. Oh, for real, I did it. I wasn't talking about that.
I really don't be believing you when you say you didn't see this shit, Mark. I really don't.
On everything. But if Mike said it, you believe him?
Who?
Mike.
No. Because I know he look at the shit just like you. Y'all even had my homeboy text me talking about, yo, why y'all niggas ain't tell me about the rules in the league? Nigga, get your ass out of here. Don't you start that shit, motherfucker. I know I sent you the damn rules.
Now, I was messing with him. I told him because he didn't know the rules, you were going to be suspended. And so he was like, nah. I started backtracking. Nah, because the thing I hit him up about was I had noticed the last few games, whenever somebody would score, instead of coming out in a field goal, block, he would come out like 4-3 or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga, he texted me that shit. It was like, oh, I didn't know, brother. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't look thoroughly through this shit. Well, that's what you fucking get, because you should have fucking looked.
And you probably didn't see his post though, like how he apologized in the chat. The shit might be in the popular section.
I have to go. I have to go look. I know he said something fucking smart.
Yeah, he did. It's like number 2 in the popular. It had 11 likes, so yeah.
Yeah, that nigga's like smart guy.
Yo, as soon as I read his post, I thought of Evans.
That's what he will put you in mind of for real. We talk shit to him all the time because he went to Morehouse. We be telling him he be trying to use that Morehouse bullshit against us all the time. Damn, I should have got a sack. I'm hurting all this nigga dudes. Hey man, y'all sleep, but this damn Minnesota defense is good. I'm gonna be hurt next year though, cause two niggas done told me they ain't gonna fucking sign back with me. Oh my gosh.
Cool. I mean, what's your cap like? Can you afford it?
Shit. I'm at -6 million, but I got money.
Shit.
That's for right now. But I got money though, cause I'm still re-signing people. But when I'm re-signing them, my money keep going in the negative, so I ain't trying to sign nobody else. Cause I'm finna franchise tag this nigga Hunter. That nigga had 7 sacks against Jeremy. 7.5 sacks against Jeremy.
See? This is a trap game, son. Nah, son.
What's the score right now?
7-0.
Man, you got time, man.
Who you playing against?
Fucking Bilbo, man.
Oh, I heard both this nigga running backs.
I know you still got Lynch.
Bilbo out for blood. He didn't get to play his game last week.
They'll be waiting until the last minute to play the game and then the shit don't work. So I just go, nah, we going.
Yeah.
Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down.
Yo, Mark, you ever been to one of those like virtual reality shits up there?
Nah.
You know what?
I saw you posted it.
Same goes for you. Do you feel like there's a lot of shit in your city that you don't take advantage of?
You said what?
Do you feel like there's a lot of like attractions in your city that are available to you that you don't take advantage of?
Yeah.
I don't know why we're like that, because I don't even go to the beach. I haven't been to the beach in like 4 years.
Damn. How the hell you live in Miami and don't go to the beach?
Exactly. Mark, have you ever been to the Empire State Building?
No,
No, not even. You said no?
oh,
What about Statue of Liberty?
nope.
What about damn. So
You been to see the Twin Towers?
No, they have been to Times Square probably once in my life.
See what I mean? That's crazy.
You never seen the Twin Towers?
Yeah, I've seen the Twin Towers before.
So I'm assuming you never been to. I think I just asked you that the VR shit. You said no, right?
What?
The virtual reality shit.
Nah.
Shit, I done did some of everything in Atlanta.
Fuck it. How many times you been on Peachtree Mall? Lennox Mall.
Nigga, I done been to Lennox plenty of times.
Yo, what's so good about that mall?
Nothing. That's just where the damn celebrities go. It's an expensive ass mall.
Okay.
Ain't shit spectacular about it.
Like Coney Island. If you actually go to Coney Island, I haven't gone to Coney Island for a minute. I've been to Coney Island plenty of times.
I went to the NBC building when I went up there. It was nice.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Yo, that's where. Well, it's not too far from Times Square. It was high as hell, man.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you
So for the Vikings,
They'll
they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4.
Yo.
Trust me, he's gonna get tired. He's gonna get tired, man.
They fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to take it next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
Nah, son.
He's gonna get tired, man.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon
I'm glad them niggas let me play that game. I needed that fucking win. They fucking cheated me last week and fucking seeing my game. And this nigga never was fucking around the damn play. They didn't even let me play the computer. And I get a fucking loss. Damn, I'm on a bye weekend Nike talk, man. Maybe I needed this break. I play Speedy weak ass next week.